So welcome to everybody again, and thank you, Missy. So what I want to do is I'm going to share with you Epicure. So this is the company that I partner with and I'm actually launching in the United States. I'm going to share a little bit about Epicure with you. I'm going to make lunch for myself. I sure wish you could have it too. I'm going to make lunch in about 4 minutes from raw to ready, okay? And then I'm going to just give you some solutions and ideas for going forward. And then what I will do as soon as I'm done here, I will post some of my favorites in the posts below in this event so that you can see a more visual of the individual items. So, hey girl, Missy's on, yay! Okay, so let's start out first of all, a little bit about me. I'm actually from Southern Illinois, and I moved to Nashville, Tennessee when I started a family. I was working about 50 hours a week at a corporate position. I was a corporate accounting manager at a publicly traded company here in town, and I would get home after working about 50 hours a week each night with a baby and a 2-year-old at home, and I had to make dinner, right? I wanted it to be easy. I didn't want to make decisions on what was for dinner. I really wanted to be healthy because that was a priority for my family, but I didn't want to spend $15 a serving, and I wanted to just be easy. Basically, I wanted dinner time to appear, but affordably, right? So I discovered a meal solutions company, and it changed my life. I saved about $400 a month, and we were eating all clean. I had a meal plan done for me and thought out, so there was no decisions or thinking about what's for dinner or even hearing that question, and it was the best month of my life. So I shared with 4 of my friends, and 18 people showed up for a cooking class, and the rest is history. I've done about 10 to 15 cooking classes a month for 7 years. I cannot believe it. My kids are now 7 and 9, and it's amazing because we're so used to just having this all thought out and planned for me. So I've had really easy, healthy meal times from that day forward. So about 4 months ago, I started working with Epicure, and it actually is brand new to the United States. And there was 3 of us that have launched it here in the United States. So I've been a busy bee. I've done almost 60 classes with Epicure in the last 4 months, okay? Everybody is loving this all over the US. I'm really excited because it's a 22-year-old company started by a mother in Canada that basically leads the food revolution in Canada. They eat much healthier lifestyles than we do, and their government doesn't allow a lot of things in their food that ours does. So that's a whole other topic. But I'm excited to share this good food real fast mission here in the United States because we really need it. So what I'm going to do is just kind of share about the different methods that I'm using and what I do to make things easier and healthier and faster, okay? So as I go through this hands-on, I'm going to do that with you and go through it, okay? A couple other things I want to share for Missy specifically. We source everything from raw ourselves and bottle in our own facility in Canada, okay? We have in-house doctors, dietitians, chefs, food scientists, and nutritionists. So they do all the sourcing and all of the testing before I have to. So I love it because I don't have to worry about the health value because I don't have to read the labels. I know someone already did that for me, okay? Our products are very healthy. 65% of our products have 0 sugar, 46% have no sodium, and 56% have low sodium. So I love that I can add and have in my food what I want to have in my food, and it can be low sodium, low sugar, therefore healthy. The other side of that is I also like, because it's very affordable, our meal kits are $30 for 40 servings, okay? Our average meal breaks down to $2.50 a serving with your groceries, okay? So that's huge. I know you can even get a hamburger at McDonald's, okay? The least healthy version, and you're hungry in an hour, okay? For $2.50 a serving. So this is great as in the value. So most people that I meet are super busy and they want quick, easy meals. So Epicure has that. And then the other half of people that I meet want affordable, and they also want it to be very healthy, okay? So when you marry those two together, it's great because we do both of those and kind of bring those together. Okay, so I always say life's too short not to start with dessert. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip up dessert. I'm going to save this for when the kids get home. This is their favorite, okay? So I'm actually going to make this packet of Epicure chocolate pudding. And as I'm going through it, I'll kind of give you some facts on the nutrition value and how fast it is, okay? One of the things that I like to use here are prep bowls. So I love these because they have measurements on the side, and they also come with this silicone lid, okay? They come in a pack of 4. I like them especially because part of being in the kitchen is doing dishes. I want the least amount of dishes as possible. So I can use this to measure, prep, store, and eat out of. Okay, so what I'll do when I get done is I will actually make this pudding, let it set, and I'll put it in the container so that we have little serving size for the dessert the next night or tonight for the kids. Okay, so I'm actually going to use milk. I have my organic milk here. You can use almond milk, you can use soy milk, you can use I've used literally every kind of dairy and non-dairy, whatever works for you. This is actually dairy-free pudding mix. So if you have a dairy allergy, just use a dairy alternative, and it works great, okay? So I'm just gonna whisk this for a few minutes. It actually only whisked for about 2 minutes. Most of this that I'm showing you, my daughter's at school, but she usually makes all of this for us, and she's 7. So that's how easy this can be, okay? A couple other things, I'm whipping this. I know we've all used this Jell-O pudding, okay? So a couple things, I always say know better, do better. So our pudding, the Epicure pudding, actually only has 8 grams of sugar per serving. This has 18 grams of sugar per serving. And then our Epicure pudding has 100 calories per serving, including the dairy, and this has 180 calories per serving, okay? And then the last thing is Epicure has no dyes, no preservatives, no fillers, no high fructose corn syrup. It's 100% gluten-free, okay? And this has 4 dyes, okay? So it's very, very different. The Epicure is much healthier. We have a whole dessert line. So check that out when I post. We have a great, great dessert line. Okay, so this is done. I'm actually gonna put it in the refrigerator when we get done. And then I also have these great toppings. They're dessert toppings. So one of them is a Whole Foods topper. I have 3 of these. And then I also have a sweet dip mix. I have 3 of these. The Whole Foods toppers are great, especially for my picky eaters. Anybody have any picky eaters out there? My picky eaters love this because they can top like their yogurt or their pudding or put it on some other, like anything basically. We make pudding pops with this, but they can put it on as like a topping and they have control over it and they eat it. But mom win because it actually has more nutrition in it. So the tablespoon of my berry Whole Foods topper has a 1/4 cup of berries and extra fiber, okay? So these are really nice toppers, okay? All right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm actually going to make the chicken fajitas for you, okay? So one of the biggest, I think the top seller, so let's go there. The top seller is this steamer. It's life-changing, okay? A couple things. It makes your food hold in more nutrients. It operates on steam technology, okay? So therefore, this lid holds in the steam, okay? So when I boil broccoli, for instance, the nutrients are being boiled down into the water, and then I eat the broccoli without most of the nutrients, or a lot of the nutrients, right? With this, it keeps the nutrients in with my food and steams with my food, okay? This can be used in the microwave if you want to cook it in about a 1/4 of the time of normal cooking methods. It can also be used in the oven up to 425 degrees and operates just great, okay? Now for me, I'm gonna use it in the microwave because I have like 4 minutes to make lunch for myself. I make food, I make everything in the steamer. I make chicken fajitas for my family in 7 minutes. I do my brownies in here in about 3 minutes. I've done a whole chicken in 16 minutes. I have a lasagna recipe in packet that is raw to ready in 18 minutes in the steamer. I know when I made lasagna before, it was like, what, 1.5 hours or 2 hours? I make popcorn in here. It actually comes with this little recipe card. So it gives you ideas of where to start. So you can make quinoa, all your veggies, any kind of meat. If you want to make a meat that has like grease, that like beef or something like that, that extracts grease, or bacon, bacon's my favorite, then this rack comes with it, and I put the bacon across the top of the rack, put it in my steamer and put the lid on, and it keeps the grease sitting underneath the rack. So it works wonderfully. I make bacon for my kids without the whole house smelling bacon. I can make 3 minutes to limp bacon for my limp bacon lover, and then I make I add another minute, so 4 minutes for crispy bacon, and it's delicious and it's no mess. I literally rinse out my steamer and put it away. Okay, I like it too because I make brownies, I mentioned, in 3 minutes. I just scrape them out and rinse out my steamer and I'm done. Okay, so it's super easy. So this card gives you a nice solution. Now this multi-purpose steamer is $44. It's amazing, okay? It's food grade silicone, and basically it works the same technology as like an Instant Pot, except much faster and safer, and I guess it pressurizes quicker, right? So I feel comfortable with my daughter using this, even though she's young, because it's just easier technology, okay? You just wanna make sure that the lid kind of just sits on it nice, and it just seals itself, and then you put it in the oven or the microwave. So I'm gonna do the microwave today. This is great for family size, 4 to 6 people. I also make my just handful of broccoli in there, so you can make anything. And then this is my rectangular steamer, so you can kind of see the size, okay? This one is $22 and it's smaller, so it's for 1 to 2 servings. Or if you want to make a handful of broccoli, or if you want to make omelets in the morning, this is delicious in about 2 minutes. A lot of people bring this to work with them, and then they leave it at their desk, like in the desk drawer, and then for lunch, they just bring a bag of meat and veggies, throw it in the steamer with a little bit of seasoning on it, and make lunch in 2 to 3 minutes in the break room. Okay, so this is great for those people that don't really want to eat leftovers, and they can have a meal in 2 to 3 minutes, okay, a healthy, easy meal. So that's the steamer. Let me run over to the microwave real quick. I'm going to put this in. I have in here is a pound of chicken, some onions and bell peppers, because I'm making fajitas for me, okay? I have no liquid, so you don't have to use any liquid, you don't use any grease. So it just cooks based on the liquid that's in my food using the steam, okay? So I'm gonna put this lid on. I'm gonna put it in my microwave for 4 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, so while that's cooking, I have very little time to make my sides. So my sides have to be fast and easy too, right? Now what I'm doing is I'm making the chicken fajitas from this meal kit. So I mentioned earlier our meal kits. So our meal kits come with 4 or 5 Epicure products, okay? That's basically the seasonings in the meal plan, and the recipe card. So it comes with 5 recipe cards. I have 5 meal kits. Each meal kit's between $28 and $31, and it makes 40 servings. So if you have a family of 4, you can make 10 meals with it. Okay, if you have a family of 8, you can make 5 meals. You get the point, right? So you make it according to your family size, and then you use it as you need to. Okay, this is my Mexican kit. Okay, it's one of my favorites. I have a Greek kit that's a top. I love the chicken souvlaki. I have an Asian kit. I have an Italian kit, and I have a burgers. Okay, so I will post those below. Okay, so these are really popular. I'm actually going to add the fajita seasoning on my fajitas when it comes out, and then I'm going to make, according to my recipe card, a fast, easy guacamole and salsa. Now, another thing I like about these recipe cards is it has multiple cooking methods on it, and it also tells you how much it is per serving with my Epicure products and my groceries that I spent to make my meal. This is $2.10 per serving. That's amazing, okay? And I'm trying to think of anything else on there. It also has, most of them have vegetarian options. So if you have specific eaters or allergens, let me know, and I can kind of help give you some good guidance. Our founder is a plant-based eater, so a lot of things have vegetarian options and vegan options and things like that, okay? Yay, I'm getting some loves on that. I love it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually make guacamole. Now, I like this because we have, remember, making things easier. I have an amazing knife here. I'll stand to the side. This is my knife. It's an Epicure knife. It's a paring knife, and it is gorgeous, first of all. It is super sharp. I have knives in my kitchen that I've spent, let's just say hundreds of dollars, $100 on, and I'm sharpening it every time I use it. This is $17.50, and it's super sharp. It even comes with a cover because it's so sharp, okay? Definitely get one because it's amazing. Okay, I have 3 maybe. So anyways, it cuts right through the avocado. I'm gonna make myself some guacamole for the healthy fat here. Let me just dump it in the bowl. And then I'm going to use, I have my cutting mat down here. I love these cutting mats because it protects my countertop, but I can cut a bunch of veggies and fold it in half and dump it in a bowl. So that's nice too. Okay, so I'm going to scoop out my avocado and put it in the bowl. So easy guacamole, okay? And I love this mashing tool. This is great. I use it for ground beef when I use it in my steamer or in my pan. It's nice because it's sharp, but it doesn't scratch my pans. So I'm gonna use that actually for my guacamole. So I'm just gonna mix this up. It's a great, great masher. Okay, so that's it. So there's my guacamole. I'm going to add in, I'm going to use this 4-in-1 spice spoon. This is great. It's $5. It's amazing. I can now declutter my whole drawer of mismatched spice spoons, okay, and have one. It has 4 measurements in 1 spoon, okay, so this is great. And it also fits in all of my jars. Okay, so this is my guacamole seasoning that came in my Mexican kit. So I'm actually going to add in, and it says the recipe on the side of the bottle, okay? I'm going to add in my seasoning. Okay, so there's my guacamole. And then I'm also gonna make the poco picante salsa. I actually took a can of tomatoes. You could use your own tomatoes that you grow. You could use, or slice real tomatoes. So I just use a can of tomatoes for simplicity, and I have them in my pantry, okay? So I'm adding in the poco picante salsa blend. So I love it. I can get fresh salsa instead of buying a jar that's super expensive and clean or low sodium, and I can make it and not have a bunch of waste, right? So I can make as much as I want, and then the jar of salsa is not sitting in the back of the refrigerator going bad and growing mold, right? So I just make what I need for that mealtime, okay? So that's what's nice about these. This actually has 80 milligrams of sodium. So great, great low sodium, really healthy option, okay? And everything has the recipe on the back too, okay? Even my pudding that I made, it has 3 recipes right here. Look how short it is, okay? So that's 3 recipes for my pudding. Super easy. Okay. All right, so I'm just stirring up my salsa, so I have that done. This is a delicious, delicious salsa and guacamole. It has a little bit of a kick to it, so when the kids eat it, I actually use 1 tablespoon. When I eat it, I can dump on it a little bit more. So my guacamole and salsa is done, okay? Now remember I mentioned that our products are low sodium and low sugar, so we have a great option for adding sea salt if you would like yourself. This is our grinders. It's nice because they're glass, and they also can be refilled and reused, right? So you can do this, and they're a great grinder. So some meals, usually like the chicken souvlaki with the Greek dressing, I just have to add in a dash of salt, but I like that I can control it. Everything else has great flavor, so I don't have to add in a lot of salt. We're not used to a lot of salt, so I like that I can control that, okay? And I mentioned 46% of our products have 0 sodium, right? So you can add it yourself. This is another one of my favorites. This is a grinder. This is the herb garlic. You can actually see I have it on my stove. I use it on everything. It has a little bit of like a dash of salt and garlic. And so it's great for my veggies. I put it on everything. And then this one is a top seller. It's the turmeric and black pepper, and it has, you cannot taste the turmeric. It's great, okay? So this is another nice grinder. They're $13 and they're glass. You can reuse them, so those are nice. Okay, so my fajitas are done. I'm gonna run over to my microwave, bring it back, and then show you what it looks like. Okay, here we go. I can't wait to show you. So everything is sealed up, and it cooked my meat and my veggies in here in 4 minutes. I had about a pound of chicken and bell peppers and onions, okay? And I was using this easy fajita recipe from my Mexican kit, okay? So I'm gonna pull the lid off. You'll see that the steam comes out, and it smells delicious. I wish you were here to smell it. Now I'm going to add in my tablespoon of the fajita seasoning. I should have done that before I cooked it, but I forgot. You cannot mess this up, right? You just add it now, okay? So I'm just adding it now, and I'm just gonna stir it around, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay? I'm gonna use my tongs. I love these tongs because you can grab onto things, but yet they're sturdy. I'm just gonna stir this around, spread it around. Now there's a little bit of liquid in the bottom, but not much. Every time I make my food in the steamer, there's a different amount of liquid based on what liquid is in my food. Every chicken's a little bit different. Okay, here you go, see? And it's delicious. See the steam coming off? I wish you could smell it. It's delicious. So I have my plate ready here. I'm actually just gonna plate and make fajitas, and then I'm going to add a spoonful of salsa on here. I'm going to make my guacamole on here. Delicious. And then I'm going to grab some chicken and veggies, okay? And think about it, 4 minutes. I usually have like my bell peppers and onions prepped and just in a bowl. See, Delicious. Okay. Prepped and in a bowl and ready so that whenever that's as much prep as I do. Because I can make the meals so fast here, I don't have to spend hours after the grocery store prepping things. Okay. Don't have anything else. Post any questions you have down below, and then I'm also going to post more detail about the things that I used in posts after I'm done going live too, okay? So the last thing I want to share with you guys is there's 3 ways to get Epicure in your life and to benefit from using it, okay? So the first thing is the business opportunity. I mentioned to you that I am one of the 3 launching in the United States. We have 1,500 consultants in the United States. We need help launching this and sharing this good food real fast movement, okay? Our business kit is $150. There's no overhead, no monthly fees, nothing. And you get $450 worth of business supplies and a business, okay? You get everything you need to do your cooking classes and run many, many classes, okay? One of the neat things that I do with women from coast to coast is helping them earn a meaningful income, right? So I came from the corporate world where I didn't get to help anybody, right? I was always telling them, no, that doesn't work, that doesn't balance. Here you really get to help busy families eat healthier and much faster. Therefore, they're eating at home, they're not doing takeout. You're having moms that aren't stressed out in the evenings. I mean, wow, what a huge benefit to be able to share that with your friends and your family, okay? I have some women that come on and they know, hey, I want to replace a full-time career income. I want to make $2,000, $8,000 a month, okay? All the way up to some of us make 6 figures, okay? I replace a 6-figure income. And then some people say, hey, I want to make $200 to $500 a month and just pay off a credit card or save for a Disney trip or pay off school loans, okay? Or just get out of the house and share something amazing with friends. So that's kind of the business side. That's one option. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm a pretty good judge if you'd be a good fit or not, okay? The second thing is hosting a cooking class. So as you see, this is a great way to share, great thing to share with friends, and I guarantee they haven't heard of it, okay? They're gonna thank you and love you for sharing with them, just like we're doing with Missy right now. So definitely hosting a class. If you date a class now, before Missy's class closes, you get a bonus $20 certificate in addition to our host rewards. So my average host gets $100 to $150 in free product. And January is double host rewards. So if you want to get a January date, if you're virtual, I can make that happen. If you're in person here in Nashville, I can't make that happen. I'm booked solid for 3 months, okay? So let me know if you're interested in hosting. We'll find a good way for you to do that and get you some host rewards and some meals, healthy, easy meals in your friends' hands, okay? And then the third thing is as a customer. So you can order, obviously, on Missy's cooking class. I will be posting information and links for that. You can share with your friends, whatever you want to do there. And then I also have a rewards group that I created 7 years ago with my prior meal solutions company that I've been doing every month for 7 years. And what you do is you order a little bit at a time, $39 or more a month, and it ships right to your door. And you get $100 free and 2 half-off items once a year. So doing the math, you actually get 20% back on every one of your Epicure purchases, which is groceries and meal plans shipped to your door. I thought everybody would like it because it's you get rewarded, but actually everybody loves it because it's so easy and it kind of cues you to think about your meals, and it ships to your door and you're done. Okay, so in summary, if you think about Epicure, it's just a goal to make your life healthier and easier and have the meal planning done by our dietitians and chefs. We're basically the middle of the grocery store with the meal planning too, okay, the meal plans, shipped right to your door. Okay, then you can do the meat and veggies yourself if you source from a local farmer or your local grocery store. So that's what I like, is that you control your price point on your meat and veggies and the source of where you purchase them from. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions. I think that's everything, and I really enjoyed. Oh, look at you guys on. Hey, I will post some posts now. Post any questions you have. I am here to help. So I'll talk to you soon. I have a lunch to eat. I wish I could share it with you guys. Bye.